The Football Player, written by Dr. Step Harris. There was once a very handsome high school football player and a very young, impressionable young lady. This young lady so extremely admired the very popular football player. Because the young lady, Summer, was both smart and pretty, the football player always noticed her standing by her locker. One morning, Prime, the football player, stopped by her locker and asked if she would go out with him on that following weekend. The young lady accepted the invite, and they planned the date time for 6 p.m. on that Friday. A few days before the date, the young lady, who was so excited, told all of her friends as well as her family about the wonderful date planned for that weekend. The anticipation was very high on her part because she really admired him. He was well known and liked by the entire school and even the faculty staff. Summer was a year younger, a junior, than the 12th grader, Prime. She attended and watched him play every football game that season. She admired his talent on the field as well as his naturally handsome looks. His hair was always well trimmed and neat. Friday rolled around, and Prime came to the door of Summer's home to pick her up at 6 p.m. that evening. He didn't blow the horn from the driveway like the other immature boys at their school. He was a gentleman and opened her car door and also requested that she put her seatbelt on. Summer, smiling, thought to herself, "How thoughtful." They went to the mall for ice cream cones. They both had one scoop of double fudge banana ice cream with cherries and whipped cream in a brown sugar cone. Summer was having so much fun being out and eating her ice cream. She listened carefully to Prime talk about keeping his graduation gift, his brand new shiny car, extra clean. They finished their ice cream cones and got back into Prime's new fast car. As they stopped at the second red light, Prime reached into the back seat of the car and grabbed 2 large white bags of leftover food wrappers and empty cartoons that he had eaten from the day before and earlier that day. Summer was still so excited and enjoying herself that she could hardly stop grinning. They continued to drive down Delacour Street after the red light turned green. Summer, unfortunately, in horror, watched Prime throw both of the large white bags from his back seat out of the driver's side window. Bewildered, Summer, in disgust, turned and looked back out of the car's rear view window at all of the flying debris scattered throughout the street behind them as they continued driving down the road. Prime said proudly with a grin, "I am so glad I got rid of all that junk that was stinking up my car, 'cause you know I have to keep this baby clean and in tip-top shape. I love this car so much. My parents really went all out on this gift for me." He smiled and, holding onto the steering wheel tightly, looked at me with confidence and joy and said, "Well, Summer, where to next? Where should I take you? Your chariot awaits, pretty lady." Disheartened, her head dropped, and in utterly total disgust and heavy disappointment with depleted energy, sadly, she said, "Oh, Prime, you are a litterbug. Please, just take me home."